Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Expect to have hope rekindled. Expect your prayers to be answered in wondrous ways. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 24, NASDAQ off 6, S&P's down 250, gold contract up $8.30, traded at $1,234 an ounce. Silver up 9 cents at $16.27 an ounce. Platinum down $5 at $9.84 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $2.15 a pound. Light sweet crude off $1.21, $40.29 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note up 8 ticks, 130.20. 30-year bond up 25 ticks, 166.03. King dollar down 222 ticks, trading at 94.86. You got the euro up 19 at $1.12, and the yen is trading at 108.71. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're going to put these on the weeklies. You got the cash S&P. We had a price target of 2087.50 on this ABC structure on the way up. We do 2087.84. Bottom line, is this where the flip is? Well, we'll find out. But my bear suit came back on this morning, folks. So what do we have here? So we're coming into the downdraft from the week of the 21st of August. You're coming into the downdraft of the beginning of the downdraft in January. That's where we started out at 2081. If we take a look at the SPY, it's going to be wild putting this together too, because we'll take it step by step. When we put the SPY together, this is what you have. The SPY this week, we've done volume of 414 million. Now the 414 million is coming against 900 million. The price point right now we're at is $207.81, and it is also going against last August, which was 865 million. So my correlation goes like this. You get 865, then we got 957, and you get an additional 900. So you're coming in against it with 400. My take is that, yeah, the turn's right in here somewhere. That correlation inside the Dow, now this is where it gets, you know, it's like, okay, is the Dow going to go to the highs? Because what the Dow did do Wednesday is that it took that swing point out, took it out with volume, and that's saying, guess what? You could get up to the high. That being said, what we also have is this, is that when we take a look at this Dow, it's like, okay, we're at 17,898. The high that it's going after is the 17,997, and you're coming up there on, if I bring all the weekly, a dramatically lighter volume also. You're just dealing with the correlation that's about 25 to 30% lighter also inside the Dow Industrials. The NDX 100, the 3 Qs. So what do we have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs today, flat market, and we have option expiration today too, folks. All the world markets were flat last night. They're all waiting for Sunday night to see what's going on with the oil market, with the oil producers, what they have to say Sunday. That being said, let's go back to the Qs for a second and take a look at the Qs on a weekly basis. What we have. You've done 111 million shares. That'll come in with about 121 million. That 121 million is coming into 262 and coming into 233. So bottom line, my take here is that this is where the flip's going to come around inside the marketplace. The IWM, we can take a look at the IWM. The small caps right now are at $112. That correlation is this. We're coming into 243 million shares, and you've done that with 129 million. So the small caps, we're trading at $112.52. The top of that gap is $112.51. So it's pretty wild that it's right at the downdraft that was created in January. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold held price out here today for Friday, which is a beautiful thing. Gold right now is up 820. You're doing light volume. You're at 114,000 contracts. Bottom line is that, you know what, it couldn't even make it to its lowest swing point, which is 1207. Now, that being said, what you do have is this. You have, on the weekly basis, many gold and silver equities that have done very large ABC structures on the way up. If we take a weekly basis and we take a look at Great Panther, you start with Great Panther, what you're going to see is that you're going to see it took out a swing point, took it out with volume. Your 8-point on this is down where it started in January, which is 41 cents. Your B is $1.08. That was generated on the 25th, the week of the 25th of March. Your C is down at 86 cents. We did volume this week of 6.1 million versus that B point of 4.8. That's a nice ABC structure on their way up. Another small one out here is VGZ, Vista. Vista also is on an ABC structure on the way up. Took out the B point, took it out with volume. I could go through a bunch more of these. Bottom line is that it's pretty intense. Vista did 3 million shares. The B point was 1.5 million. The notes. Let's go over to the notes and we take a look at the 10-year note. 10-year note out here right now trading up 8 ticks, 130.20. We've done 775,000 contracts here today. Now, when we take a look at this, we made a high 8 trading days ago. That high was made with 1 million contracts. You tested that high with 780,000. You came down last week, this week, rather Wednesday and Thursday, with over 1 million. You get a counter trend bounce with, let's say, 800,000. Those notes are they're going to make their way down to the 128.01, which is the lowest swing point from the 16th of March. And we'll see how it shakes out there. Oil. Now, the oil is the number, folks. The reason that the oil's number is this. Oil, number one, has had a great run. We came off the lows, had a beautiful run. Your swing point out here was $42.49 on this contract. Now, there's no doubt I like how it ran into the contract on Tuesday and Wednesday. It ran into the contract, had volume into the contract. That being said, guess what? It looks like, we'll see what happens Sunday night. But because we're at the top of the range, because the ABC structure finished in the S&P, and oil can pull back to $37 and have nothing wrong with it, I suspect that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to yank the market back on Monday. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 27. Nasdaq's up 7.5. S&Ps are down 2.5. We're going to be right back.